Giving all praise to the Most High and His Son. Sister, you said your name is what, sis? Kai. Pleasure to meet you. What about you, brother? What's your name? Jay. All praises. I understand what's really going on. Conclusion of the matter is, brother, sister, you got children? Okay. If you had any children, you had children, and refused to obey your voice, sister, what you gonna do to them? Brother, you got children? You gonna discipline them, right? Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5. What about you, brother? If you had children, you had your sons, he failed to obey your voice, brother, what would you do to him? Discipline him. So who are the chosen children of God? Who are the children of God? Who are his chosen? What? No, the Hebrews. So what about you, sis? What do you think? Your real answer. So what name do we go by? You know that we got a name. Just like if you had a daughter, you would name him. What name do we go by? Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 12. What name do we go by, brother? What name do we go by? I need another reader up here. I need 2 readers. Read this out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36, verse 12. Oh Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name.
What we heard y'all trying to do is tell the so-called black woman and the black man that we are called by his name. Read.
And upon Israel, who thou has named thy firstborn.
You are the firstborn of the Most High and His Son. Brother, I put you in a room with a white man, who gonna come out alive? Basketball court, football field. Anything they put us in, we superior. What about you, sister? Who could cook better than you? Who look better than you?
Bring it out.
Who do have better than the black woman? But the thing is, as being God's chosen children, it's a price you got to pay for being disobedient. Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5. You said if your children want to obey your voice, you said you'll punish them. Let's see how God punished his chosen children, the Israelites. Sister, are you black? Would you be considered black? What about you, Ak? So, brother, you be an Israelite, the tribe of Judah, according to the Bible. According to the Bible. But read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son,
as a man punishes children, just like a woman punishes her children, read.
So the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
God punishes chosen children. Brother, what's your name, man? Cleveland. Hey, now, what is your father? Is he a black man? What is he? No, I'm saying you want who your father is. So let me ask you a question, brother. What's the only thing that will never change from generation to generation? Your bloodline. Right. Get his brother Hebrew here. God has a chosen bloodline, brother. Wouldn't you agree that religion changes? Religion is man-made. Muslim, Hinduism, Buddhism. But what's the thing that will never change? It is your bloodline, your genealogy. That blood flowing through your veins. And God has a chosen bloodline, brother. And let me tell you something. You are who your father is. You can't be. So don't the man plant the seed? So if I plant an orange seed in the ground, it's never gonna come up half orange, half apple. It's gonna remain orange. Would you agree? So, brother, who is your father? According to this chart, is your father Mexican? Is he Puerto Rican? What is he? Your father is Vietnamese. So, what is his father? So, brother, you can't never be half. You either what your father is. So, brother, you also be at the tribe of Judah. Y'all brothers will be at the tribe of Judah. Sister, you as well. Let me ask y'all a question. Where you from, Ak? You from here? South 6? Middlebrook, come. Why are we the ones first fire, last hire, suffering in the hoods, packed into the penitentiary houses? Misguided. What about you, sister? Why do you think that we are in the condition as a whole, as a nation? Why are we in the condition we in? As a nation of people. You say spiritual warfare. What about you, sis? Deuteronomy 28:15. It's prices we got to pay when we want to do what we want to do instead of hearkening to the voice of our God. Sisters want to wear what she want to wear. Brothers want to eat what he want to eat. Celebrate what he want to celebrate. Worship who he want to worship. It's prices we got to pay as the greatest people on the planet when we go astray. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The man is supposed to shave his beard. Give me Leviticus 21:5. So we want to continue to do what we want to do, right? Sister, you know you ain't supposed to put her in pants. Your shape's supposed to be for your husband. You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's not me, I'm not judging you, sister, but that's what your father requires of you. It's prices we got to pay when we want to do what we want to do. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments.
We want to keep his high holy day, this Sabbath day. Y'all know the day, the Sabbath day? So right, you know, brother, but look around. What do our people choose to do? Spit in his face, don't they? They choose to do whatever they want to do, knowing that God told them to keep this day holy. Keep this day separate. But we want to walk around and do what we want to do, right, don't we, sis? Give me Proverbs 14 and 12 over here. Proverbs 14 and 12. Guess what? Death is on its way here. And you can't say you didn't get it's already here. But brother, brother, let me tell you something. You know it's already here, but you better turn your feet lest it come upon you as a thief in the night. Since you could be walking, driving, sister, guess what? 18 will come sweep you out. Because you failed to hearken and repent and return back to your God. Read this.
Bring it out. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
There's a way that seemeth right to a man. Sister, there's a way that seemeth right to you, right? It's a way that seemeth right to you, just like it's a way that seemeth right to him. But read on.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof of your way of doing things is the ways of death. Right. It's going to lead you to the lake of fire.
That's right.
And we trying to pull you out the fire, sis. You know you have to die one day. Give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4, verse 1. Go talk to me, brother.
Okay, I understand everything you're saying. This is one question that I got that's going to continue to stay with me until this terrified. Okay, when they came, Yeshua,
Come.
Supposed to be great. That in the New Testament, King James version, you know what I'm saying, say all about speaking about, you know what I'm saying, we was under the law.
Right.
What y'all feel about?
So let me get that for you. Let's see why we first gave the law. Give me 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 9, verse 8. Let's see what the law was given for. Give me Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Matthew 22, 36. 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 8. Read this.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 8. But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully.
Read.
Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man.
So the law really wasn't created for the righteous person walking in upright in the spirit. But who was the law given to? Read.
But for the lawless. And
for the who?
For the lawless.
The ones that don't want to follow directions. The brothers that sit here want to have an evil eye towards his brother's wife. The sister that want to go around and go sleep with another sister. That's why he had to give the law. Read.
And disobedient.
And what?
And
They
disobedient.
don't want to keep the commandments of their father. Read.
For the ungodly. And for sinners.
For ungodly people and for sinners. That is why the law was given. But it wasn't made for you if it was righteous. But let's read this and get another witness. Read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment of the law?
So you want to know what's the greatest commandment of the law, right? Let's see what Christ said out of his own mouth. Read.
Yahawashi said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
All you gotta do is love your God with all your heart. So when I wake up, I ain't got no choice but to give him praise. To walk in the fear of my God. Knowing that if I'm looking at my brother's wife, that's evil. I'm lying to my brother, murmuring and gossiping about my brother, that's evil. That's darkness. I gotta walk in the fear of the Most High, lest death come upon me. Read.
And with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
With all my soul and all my mind, I gotta reference my power. I gotta reference the power. But read on.
This is the first and great commandment.
This is the first and great commandment. Let's see what the second one. Read on.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
All you gotta do is treat your fellow brother how you want to be treated.
Bring it out.
But it's so hard to do. Because we make it about self.
Bring it out.
We make it about self.
Right.
Look in the mirror, look at the image that they gave you and they programmed you to follow after.
Bring it out.
You forget what type of man you is. That you like. How can you register evil thoughts? How can you register negativity towards your brother and your sister? But a lot of people tell you we can't even get along, can we, sis? Ain't no love out there, is it? Is there any love out there, brother? Is there any love? Sister, is there any love out there? Be real. It's coming together. Tell me what's coming together out there in these streets. Give me one positive thing that's coming together.
I mean, just like I'm here, other people are also.
Hold on, sister. But what is love? Hold on, I said love. What is love? The only true love. Give me 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. 1 John 5 and 3. Let's see what love really is. Read this.
The book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. He that loveth not knoweth not God.
Read.
For God is love.
What?
For God is love.
Read.
In this was manifested the love of God toward us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world, that we might live through him.
That we might do what?
That we might live through him.
We might do what?
That we might live through him.
If you follow Christ, this is what you're going to be doing. Read this.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep his commandments.
Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do, but we make it hard. You said it, brother. Give me Matthew 19:16. Treat people how you want to be treated. Sister, are you getting treated like you want to be treated out there?
Okay, no.
Sis, you got to be 100 with yourself.
I am.
Sis, there ain't no love out there. Let me tell you something. With you, brother, you got children? You with your baby mama? You know why? You know that's part of your curses? And when you want to be disobedient, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 over here. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. You know that God has cursed us as a people. Let's go and describe these curses step for step. The curses that we going to go under when we refuse to hearken to his voice. We're going to get to you, sisters. We got some other sisters too. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You know people love pork. As a whole, don't as a nation, don't we love pork? Listen to my question I asked you, brother. As a nation, don't our people love pork? Don't they do it, sis? What does our God tell us about pork? Give me Leviticus 11:7. Sis, what does God tell us about eating pork and catfish? Eating the trash of the earth. What does he tell us? He say what? It's unholy and unclean, right? But let our people tell it. Read this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hood.
The pig divided the hood. Read.
And he be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
The pig is what?
He is unclean to you.
Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat. Read.
And their carcasses shall ye not touch.
We're going to hold there. Y'all get the point. But read on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
When a man depart from God, walking in the image that this place has created, and depart from his God, it causes you to be under the curses. And the curses of God cause our man to be what?
Tender and among you and very delicate.
Read.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Listen, brother. These curses cause the black man, cause the Mexican man, Native American, Indian man out to be evil towards his own brother. When you turn on that radio, sister, and listen to rap, tell me if you don't hear a brother hyphen to pull up with the guns and shoot down his brother. Pull up with the sticks and shoot down his own brother. How she finna sleep with take another sister boyfriend, and how he finna take another man woman. Ain't that evil towards your own brother and your sister?
Bring it out.
Ain't that evil?
That's right.
It says it's gonna cause the black man out to be what?
Evil toward his brother.
Go to the church houses, man. It's all but gossip and negative and murmuring. A big bucket of crabs pulling each other down, trying to outdo each other. That is a curse. Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And it's going to also cause the black man's eye to be evil towards the wife of his bosom. Brothers cheating on their woman, hitting on their woman, abusing their wives.
Okay, now stuff like that. Like, see, me and my baby mama, we're not together because I went to prison. And it was off me 15 years. And like she was like, nah, I can't do that. So
right, but let me tell you why. I sitting here too. Because you've been distressed and you have nothing else to leave. Read on. It's gonna get right to what you're talking about. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Where he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
Brother, the curse of your God caused you to leave your children and your baby mother. But let's see what happened after you read.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children.
Now, these curses cause you not to be able to provide and give to any of your flesh. Read.
Whom he shall eat.
He shall what?
Whom he shall eat.
Read.
Because he hath nothing left.
Because he have nothing what?
He hath nothing left.
So why do they take everything from you? Read.
Him in the siege.
Him in the what?
In the siege.
Read.
And in the straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee.
The enemies did what to this brother?
Shall distress thee.
The enemies did what to this brother?
Shall distress thee.
The enemies did what to this brother?
Shall distress thee.
The enemies distress you to the point, brother, where you can't beat up for your children.